Hello everyone, and let's do a book talk for Christmas at Copper Mountain by Jane Porter. This one, as you can see that there is an image here, I read this via ebook. So, yeah. This takes place in Marietta? I don't know how to say it. It takes place in Montana, okay? It's set in Montana. This is a contemporary romance. For the most part, it is sweet. However, there is one scene that does get a little bit more on the spicy side. It's not full-on spice, but it is very mild or very tame compared to a lot of the other stuff. Definitely not falling under the category of erotic. Far from that. Just one little spicy scene. And again, it's very mild compared to a lot of regular romance books that even aren't erotic. So Christmas at Copper Mountain is book one in a series, and the series is called Taming the Sheenans, I believe is how it's pronounced, and as of right now, there are 6 books in the series. I do not know if this is a completed series or if there will be more. This particular book was published in 2013. There was an audiobook available when I listened to this, and the audiobook I listened to via Audible, and it was 4 hours on standard one-time speed. So this is a shorter one. The ebook was 147 pages. So what is this one about? We are following Harley Diekerhoff and Brock. So Darlie is 32 years old and Brock is 39. Both have lost a spouse. So you're dealing with the grief and loss of a spouse. A lot of talk about that. One of them has actually dealing as well with the loss of a child, and that is a big reoccurring theme and talking point in this. And the book it's a romance. Harley has gone to Brock's house in the mountains. This takes place during Christmas. Like, it starts a couple of days before Christmas. And Harley is there kind of like a maid or a housekeeper and a cook. So people on this ranch really get to like her. Brock is very closed off, and so it's about him, his heart kind of thawing as far as not being so closed off, kind of opening himself up more to her. And both of them, where they're both dealing with the loss of a partner, allowing themselves not only to grieve, but to open themselves to the possibility of love again. So, and it is the romance between the two. So, I mean, it's 147 pages, so definitely not much to tell you about there. As I said, grief is the biggest thing in this, and learning to love again. Harley is 32, Brock is 39. One of them, I will say, does mention, as far as the representation, that their family is from, I believe it's Holland, where they're Dutch. So it does talk about a little bit about Dutch heritage. As far as other representation, it's going to be up to your imagination, okay? Your content and your trigger warnings, well, as I've said a couple of times already, loss, grief, death of a child, loss of loved one, and that's it. And you do have that one sexually explicit scene, but again, it is definitely more mild. Like, there are people that I have seen give like spiced chili peppers, like 5 would be more erotic. Romance would probably fit around like a 3 chili pepper. This one I would say more as 1. It is not fade to black, but it is closer to the fade to black area, and it's only like a page. So that's what it's about. That's any representation, and again, up to your imagination and your content and your trigger warnings. So not much to say about it. It is told in third person, and this is classified as a contemporary romance or romance contemporary, either way. One other thing I did forget to mention, this could be a content or a trigger warning for some people. Other people, not so much. Some people won't care. Some people will actually prefer this. There is talk of faith in this, so like religious faith, but there's not a lot of talk of religion. It's just about having faith in stuff and finding faith and things like that. So talk of faith, but again, it's not overly religious. This is not classified as a Christian romance by any means, but there is just a little bit of talk of faith. So just be aware, if you don't want faith or any sort of references to religion in this, then either go in cautiously or avoid it. So, but again, it is not overflowing with it. Again, this is definitely not a Christian book, okay? All right, so in case you're still on the fence, again, this does take place at Christmas. So if you're looking for a sweet, cozy, maybe just a little bit of spice in there, romance that takes place at Christmas, this could be your book, especially if you like Western romance. I have not read a lot of Western books. Every Western book that I have read has actually been a Western romance, and I have enjoyed those. I have not read a Western that is not a Western romance, is what I'm trying to say. So personally, I did like this. I did. Okay. As far as the words, in case you're still on the fence, we have the word hell 5 times, pissed once, breast 3, damn 4. Oh, and I will say this about breast. It wasn't necessarily about talking about how nice someone's breast is. More like someone was, like there could have been an instance in this where it was more along the lines of someone was unhappy and they laid their head on my breast for comfort type of a situation. Okay. Continuing on, I said damn was 9 times. The word God came up 5 times, not in a religious context. Shit once, nipple twice, screw once, turn on once, erection twice, shaft once, and then the word God 3 times in a religious context. So the word God comes up a total of 8 times, 5 times not religious, 3 times religiously. So that kind of gives you a feel a little bit, because when it does come up with the word God religiously, it is in reference to faith. So that is in there. So let me know, have you read Christmas at Copper Mountain? Do you like Western romance? That just sounds better than what romance westerns. Western romance sounds better to me. Anyway, do you like that genre? If you do, and you do read quite a bit of Western romances, let me know who your favorite author is or your favorite book is under that genre. Definitely let me know. And have you read anything else by Jane Porter? Again, let me know. Is this something that is a pass for you, or are you interested in picking it up? Again, this was only 147 pages for the ebook that I had, so definitely a shorter read. Talk to me in the comment section below, and until next time, stay true to yourself and enjoy a good book, and I will talk to you later.